Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of the new series. And I know that first one was a bit of a slow burner, had a lot of good exposition stuff for all of you lore heads out there. I hope y'all enjoyed, but for the combat heads, I know you're itching. Trust me, we got some goods for you. A little bit of gambling action here and there, some more pump up, nerve-wracking stuff, so I hope you're ready for that. And you know the usual drills. If you could sub, helps the channel, helps us, just feels great, and it's free. We love that. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments below. I love to respond to what I can, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Peace out. I confidently strut my stuff over to the slot machine and drop in my minimum's 20, right?
Yeah, we will do,
what are you talking about? We don't know the number.
we will do 20s for the first time.
What I saw on the sign.
Yep.
I read it on the sign
Yep,
earlier.
the slot machine said 20, so.
Okay, I will also do a slot for 20.
I was like, theoretically, you could do any kind of like even number that you want.
Okay.
I was just mathematically.
Gotcha, yeah. I drop 20 in and I immediately grab the handle and yoink it down as fast as possible.
Yep.
And I'm watching it spin, just going, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
And will you get a whammy?
That's gotta be good, right? Come on.
Yeah, so you gain would it be you just gained 30 Ryu back.
Okay. So like okay, so 1.5x.
Yeah.
Okay. And you gave me 100, right, Ichiro?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As soon as I win, I turned to bar and I'm like, this stuff is easy. I forgot how easy it was. And I go ahead and drop 40 in and pull it.
I am also betting on the one across the way.
Yeah, you can do Ichiro's roll.
Put it in 20. Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead and you put in 20 and you get back 15.
On top of my 20 or just 15?
No, just 15. You lost 5.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I wanted to be sure.
Yeah, you're good. This will go ahead and be the 41. Yeah, you go ahead and lose all 40.
I can. There we go. Backwards.
Yeah, you know what are you gonna do? You win some, you lose some. That's the fun of it. And I slap in another 40.
Bar, you can make a perception check. Much as I want to change it.
Sheesh.
That's
Cooked.
25.
Sliced and diced.
All she has to do is get a 10 and she's already winning.
21, yeah. Last time she got a nat 20, though. There was no last time.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, so, yeah, you realize looking at the slots, that every time somebody wins, there's kind of like a clink in the slot machine. And you can kind of preemptively guess this because it goes like spin, lose, and then it clinks, and then the next person to spin it usually wins. And from what you have gathered with a 25, you can safely assume that within every 5 spins, there is like a small jackpot. The jackpot tends to be fairly big.
All right. Bara takes note of this. She's just clapping excitedly and like encouraging Tayo.
Of course.
Yep. All right, does Tayo go again? And does Ichiro go again?
Yeah, she drops another 40 of that
Ichiro
bad boy.
does not go again.
She drops another 40. Okay.
Poggers?
This time you put in 40.
Yes.
This time you will get back 80.
Nice.
I understand this was an 18 and the other one was a 19. There is math.
Is that back to 310? 310.
Was this the clink? Do I recognize or?
No, you do not recognize the clink.
Okay. So she's pulled 3 times now, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. I go ahead and I'm like, well, I mean, I'm feeling pretty hot. Might as well drop another 40 in. And I go ahead and put another 40 in the machine.
Ichiro is now watching you guys.
All right, you get back. You put in 40.
Mm-hmm.
You get back 50.
Nice. We're going up in the world.
Bara says, "Hey, can I give it a try?"
Yeah, for sure. Go for it. I mean, gambling's for everybody. And I step over and let you walk in.
Okay.
Yep.
So how much Ryu can I put into it?
You can put as much as you want, theoretically.
Yeah, and just to be clear that I'm not missing anything, she's done it 4 times and there hasn't been a
She
jackpot.
has done it 4 times and there has not been a jackpot.
I will go ahead and put go ahead and put 200 Ryu in there.
As soon as I see you put all 200 Rio in, I just get ecstatic. I'm like, Bara, that's what I'm talking about.
Ichiro's like, wait,
supposed to do, right?
This maybe not that much.
I turn and I put my hand on Ichiro's shoulder, and I'm just like, let her gamble.
Alright, does Bara go?
Oh, I
Not
imagine
wanting to
Bara's like doing this very quickly, like you know, like just like she saw Tayo do.
Oh.
Oh, rough. You put in 300. You're gonna go ahead and get 450.
Oh, I only put in 200. I only had 200.
So it'd be you get 300 back.
Okay.
Okay, I see you pull through. I'm assuming there's lots of lights and stuff because it's like jackpot happens.
Yeah. It goes like.
Yeah, it happens. And I'm just like, Bara, you did it!
Bara claps and sort of jumps up and down. She'll attempt to do the classic like high school girl like in anime, like grabbing the hands and
Yes,
jumping
of
up
course.
and down. Stuff.
Tayo joins in immediately.
But she's completely deadpan the entire time.
Yeah. As we stop, I turn to Ichiro and I'm like, see, you just gotta gamble and all is well.
Luck
Bara
does
steps
not
back and
make
says, "Yeah, Ichiro, you should give it a try."
Come on, man. I step over.
He will put in 5. I'm kidding. I know that's not an even number. He will put in 10. Because
10.
you said we could do any even number, right?
Yeah, it's just up to y'all.
I see the 10 go and I'm just like, well, it's a bet, I guess.
Looking at her, he'll put in 20 now. Like, I don't know, coward.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, putting in 20 will get you 100 back.
So am I seeing lights again?
yeah. This is. You safely assume this is the biggest jackpot possible.
I'm turning to Ichiro and I'm like, that's what and I am just like, I'm screaming to the point of probably being near belligerent, like to like the other people in the room. And I'm just like, hey, Ichiro's
trying to calm you down.
I'm like, that's where we bet big, baby.
Yeah, the guards kind of move over to you and kind of, calm you down a bit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, definitely. They're very nice about it. They're not rude or anything.
Yes.
They understand that you just won 2 jackpots back in a row.
I do respect their wishes. I'm like, oh yeah, my bad. I look at them too, and I'm like, so some roulette?
Sure.
Bara nods excitedly, seeing that Taya's excited about it.
Tayo runs over to the roulette table here.
And food that will be right over there. All right. Who is playing roulette? How much are you betting? What are we doing here?
I'm
I
slapping.
gotta do some real quick math.
He's quick mathing.
You guys go ahead.
I'll go ahead and start off. I'm like, you always gotta start slow and feel the table out. And I put a 20 on red.
20 on red. Okay. Any other bets?
I will put 60 down on black.
Seeing him
30.
put 60, I kind of make a face like I'm happy of him, but like disgusted with myself because he overbid me. Just I'm like, oh, did
Seeing this, he will take away 40.
Okay.
He does not want to be upset currently.
Oh no, I was gonna say you weren't making me upset. I was just gonna, but as I see that, I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of just stay quiet and I'm watching.
All right, so
I'll put 20 on green.
Thinking he
20
needs
on green.
to walk up.
that's my bar.
That's my bar. Yeah, again, per usual, like bar. That's what I'm talking about.
Almost landing on green, but not quite. Hitting a.
I say, was odd black or even black?
Hold on.
Even was black, I think.
Odd numbers are red. Even numbers are black. So there you go.
Nice.
I
Black
sigh
ones.
and I look at Ichiro and I'm
You
like, hey,
kinda
good
look
bet,
at-
good bet.
And I can see the future and click his finger. Kind of with a happy smile, kind of getting into it now.
Yeah, do I know about your like Kuru thing? Like, do I know that you can see into the future? Is that a thing I know you can do or no? Would
I
you have
imagine.
opened? Would you have opened to us about that? Okay, as
Because he would have unlocked it during trading, so I feel like he would have been very like, oh my god, I can see things slightly before they happen.
Gotcha. Yeah, as you say that,
But you
I
would
kind
know
of
his eyes go like twinkly.
yeah, like they're not the black like when you're using it. I hear you like say it, and I just kind of look at you like very serious, and I'm like, listen, I know you're not, but we're not even gonna joke about cheating. To which I turned back to the table, very happy again. It was just
He will look over at Bara like, I was trying to be fun. Was that not fun?
Yeah,
It's like
almost,
as he
almost-
gestures.
almost at the word of saying cheating. The construct in the middle here, to kind of describe it, it's seemingly a construct that is just kind of floating. The circles on the hat are just different eyes that it has. You can safely assume that while it looks like ribs, it's just a bunch of tiny hands that it's also connected to.
That's not nightmare fuel.
Not at all. And it kind of like all the eyes start looking in one particular direction. The direction being right here.
Where'd you ping?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And almost immediately it moves and hits this gambler here with a slashing wind. I don't think it really matters, but the gambler's unaware, so it will just hit. Doing 14 points of damage. Taking her down to 6 and like kicking her kind of in the middle of this floor here. Very distressed. She starts like kind of trying to she started screaming. Most of the gamblers here look fairly unaware or not unaware, sorry, unsurprised of this action, as guards kind of pick her up and just take her away, and the casino just remains normal.
Ichiro is stunned by this, like in a kind of phantom state of wanting to do something and not doing anything.
Yeah.
All three of you roll like perception, hearing, if it matters.
I don't think it does for any
What do you
of
think
us.
I am? Some sort of Inazuka dog?
Dog, dude?
I mean,
No.
those guys are kind of cool though. Like if you think about it,
Not
like
really.
they're kind of cool. Like a
I
little
would
bit.
never say
Nah.
they're cool.
I mean, they're kind of not that great.
I mean,
I would call them flammable.
Tayo would have a lot of respect for the Inuzuka clan.
Okay, so Tayo and Bara here kind of like, it's definitely not a child, but childish chuckling from on top of the red panda head.
Okay.
Additionally, Bara kind of sees very light blue threads from the construct towards the red panda. It is kind of just the threads are kind of going. If I were to show it, they would be going back here, up through the roof, and then down to the construct. They're not necessarily going in a straight line. They're very like wrapped around, so
Are
they're
we
not.
sure Bara isn't a part of like the Uchiha or Hyuga clan? Like she
might
has
be.
perfect
She
vision.
might be. Yeah, as I hear the laughter, I kind of look up and look around, and I turn to. I'm kind of. Yeah, I guess I just look at Bara and Ichiro, and I'm like, what the hell was that?
Ichiro doesn't know what you're talking about. Bara does.
Ichiro.
Well, I mean just like the whole situation. It's
Well,
more like I'm
I'm
referring to.
giant.
Yeah.
I'm not that oblivious.
Yeah. I'm just like,
I definitely saw the girl get
what
locked.
was that? And these two guys next to me they're just vibing, right?
Yeah, they're, if anything, they're just kind of upset because the roulette game couldn't start fast enough,
Okay.
or like it had to be delayed because of that.
Yeah. I turned to this guy to my left here. I'm like, how are you so calm? That girl just got bodied.
he chuckles. He just goes, "Oh, first timers, huh? Yeah. So the construct, the puppet there, and he does know. He just calls it a puppet.
Mhm.
Yeah. Her name is Runa. She
Uh-huh.
stops cheating around here. Um,
I gleam.
that lady must have been fairly new. If she's gonna try some dumb tactic to get past Runa's way. The only thing that really gets past her, are, I don't know, smelling or some sort of, you know, eyes that could,
So
deceive, but very rarely.
So and looking with like wide-eyed of like whoa, like being very impressed. I'm like so they just have an automated puppet to stop cheating.
You could say it's automated. Yeah, he kind of chuckles.
Um, I just go wide-eyed like gleamy, and I look at the other two. I'm like, this place is great. And I slap 40 on red again.
Ichiro will kind of be like, yeah, great, and he'll slap. We'll put 40 on black.
40 on green.
40 on black, 40 on
God.
red, 40 on green.
Bar is such a risk taker. I love it.
It is black again.
Risk taking doesn't earn you money all the time. Oh.
I
So how much is that now? 2
Roulette would just always be double.
Okay.
I shoot you a quick look and like, yeah, well, it pays off eventually. And I put 80 on red again.
All right. 80 on red.
80 on red.
Is
Anything
Ichiro
else?
betting?
I'll put 10 on green this time. Okay.
I do lighten up a little bit seeing you put it on green.
Okay.
Fine,
Bar
I'll
will
take a
put.
risk.
Bar will put. Wait, you did 80 on red?
I did do 80 on red.
Okay, let's make me do math. What's halfway between 10 and 80?
Like 40-ish, 45, something in that range.
40,
Yeah, like 40,
40.
30, 40.
50. I don't know.
All right, I'll put
Put in all the
40.
money.
I think it's 45.
I'll put 40 on black.
40 on black.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude,
It is always black.
There's a higher chance of it being an odd, and it's still just not given to you.
It is always black.
So I get a little bit back, right? Double or whatever.
Yeah, you get double on that one.
I look very distraught, but I quickly snap to. And Tyler's like, okay, like it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, cause I make it back right here.
Perhaps.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, we can move on to something else if you want to try your hand.
I'm gonna try my hand. And I put 160 on red.
160 on red.
Put 160 on black.
This is son of a bitch.
Monsters.
Laura pretends to be distracted and says, "I'm really thirsty."
All right. And thus the dealer rolls.
Dude,
Ha
I just look
What did I
dumbfounded.
say? 160?
Yeah, you did
Yep.
say 160. That is what you said.
So what? 320 back?
Yeah.
If it's doubled, right?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I made bank. And he'll look at Tayo and be like, are you sure you don't want to try your hand at something else?
I look at him. I look
Like,
at him.
not trying to be smirky or anything.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
being serious.
Yeah, being very genuine. I look at the table and I'm like, I gotta make it back somehow. And I slap my last 20 on green.
All right. Anything?
Each roll was slap 20 on red this time.
No way.
Bar is busy pretending to get a drink for herself. She's just watching though.
red ones.
This is kind of what I live for, to be honest.
I I huff.
How much did I say I put down?
You say
I
for
don't
20.
remember.
You say for 20.
Yeah,
That's
like
what
a low
I thought.
number.
I look up and feel like, because I kind of look down and you'd think like Ty would be very defeated, but I look up with a huge smile and I just go, well, it's all for the thrill, right? And I just kind of step back, trying to examine this puppet, being very intrigued and being out of money and nothing else to look at at the moment.
Ichiro will hand you another 100 He is not broke.
I kind of look at you and I'm like, no. I need to make sure I can pay back that first 100 before I take out another loan.
How can you pay back anything if you don't have any money?
I'll make money at some point, thank you.
I'd like it back by the end of the night if you don't mind.
I itch my head and I kind of look at him and I'm like, look,
He has a genuine smile on his face.
yeah. I look at you with a smile and I'm like, I need you to understand that if I take this 100, I'm walking over to that roulette table and I am putting it all on red.
Okay.
I shrug. I'm like, well, it's not my fault anymore. And I grab the 100 and walk over and put it down on
And he will
red.
put 100 on black.
You guys are psychopaths.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Black wins.
My Tayo's face kind of straightens, being upset she's not winning, but still enjoying gambling. She's like, well, 200 in debt it is. And I go to investigate the big boy thing here. So try to like see what its workings are, see how it's like seeing things, get all this stuff. Because
Yeah.
I haven't really seen the threads or anything, so.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of gears, and now that you are closer to it, it's not trying to be hidden.
Yeah.
You can tell that there are threads connecting from in a chandelier-like manner from the ceiling.
Okay.
And yeah, from this, like I said, it's not trying to be hidden or anything. You can tell it's headed back towards.
It's going back to
the
its thing. Okay. As I noted this, I turn and walk over, and I kind of like shake my head, like kind of confused. I'm like, Bara, have you gotten your drink yet?
Laura
During
perks up. She says, "Oh, yeah, I was just looking at the menu. There are a lot of different things that I haven't really seen before, so I was just thinking about it. How are you doing? How's the gambling?"
The
Ichiro
gambling.
will be like,
You go ahead. You're good.
oh, okay. Ichiro will be like, yeah, it went great. I'll buy a round for everybody. Non-alcoholic.
I kind of reach back and do the good old like scratching my head, and I'm like, well, the gambling was really, really fun. I don't know if it went particularly well.
Laura shrugs and says, "Hey, it's just bad luck, huh?"
Exactly.
Ichiro will lean into Bara. How much money do you have left?
Bara whispers back. She says, 280.
He'll hand you 100. Give this to her and say it so you can teach her how to play Blackjack. And yeah, he'll hand you over the 100.
Bara will accept it. She looks over at Tayo and says, "Hey, Tayo, there's like a card game going on over there, and I was hoping that you could teach me it. I could spot you a little bit of money, just because, I'm paying you to teach me."
I kind of look at her weirdly. But I how much are you handing me? I guess just like 20. Or
20, yes,
Or how
I'll
much?
hand you 20.
okay, because I was like, depending on how much you're handing me, will change my answer. I give you kind of a weird look, and I grab the 20 out of your hand. I'm like, well, and I kind of toss in the chips up a little bit. I do appreciate teaching a good card game. Do you have a table preference? And I kind of look around or gesture out.
As you guys have been
Card
here,
games?
there is this table right here, with this gambler, and he seems to be winning a lot. Like he seems to just be on like a hot hand right now.
Ooh, so do we all
You
notice
admit-
this?
What's up?
I said, do we all notice this?
Yes, you all notice this. He's not trying to hide it. He appears almost drunk, but
Okay.
he is just very
So-
excited and has a hot.
All right.
Never mind.
I look back at Bar and I'm like, what? One second. If someone's winning, I gotta check it out. And I walk over. I just kind of lean over and I'm like, hey, are you winning a lot?
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and just goes, "Yeah, this table, the numbers are high, man." You start feeling kind of like a searing pain on your arm.
Okay. Feeling that, because I'm assuming through training, I've kind of learned what that means.
More.
And so I kind of give him a really weird look, and I want to watch, like very particularly watch around and watch what he does.
Yeah. Here, roll a perception at advantage.
Okay.
And give me a second.
Can I roll
We
1
love
too?
that.
Because I think it's suspicious that she has taken such an interest in this.
She's probably not getting a 21.
Also true.
I'll say for the intents of that, Tayo's probably just the only one rolling.
Get rolled.
Yeah. So you can, you can discern that he, is definitely not playing honestly.
Okay.
The moment you realize this, Runa begins to move. Since he is so close, one of the arms that kind of are lowered down grab him by the back. Then the arms slowly begin to grab him individually, to which he is crushed by a decent amount.
Yutro would pull Tayo back just like a couple of feet.
Yeah, you guys get a closer look of Runa's workings now.
Yeah, I would kind of resist this pulling, and start to get a little hot-headed, seeing what's going on.
You can resist. I will roll a strength check.
The Yutro pulling.
Yeah. Yeah, we can try, I suppose. See if my anger puts me ahead with my -1. Or I guess, is it Dex when you're trying to get out?
I think so. Let's get shit on.
Can I roll acrobatics? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice. PogChamp.
Each will roll a strength, I think.
Oh, we both rolled a 6. You
Ah,
son of a
not much
bitch.
better.
Yeah, but he does beat, so very, very, like barely.
Yeah.
He manages to kind of hold you, but you are almost slipping out.
Yeah.
The gambler, on
I'm
the
just
other hand,
yelling.
has been crushed, probably a bunch of internal fractures, and thrown to the floor as guards. One guard picks him up and takes
Yeah,
him.
as I'm being held, I'm just like, God, I hate cheaters. Not popping any jutsus or anything, but
Trying to change the topic very quickly. Well, it looks like there's a new table open.
I kind of cool down a little bit,
Kind
and
of
I'm like,
motion for Bara to come over.
I guess so. I plop down. I want to scan the room now. Being antsy. And I want to. Do I notice anyone like shifting or being weird?
You can roll a perception.
I'm about to go mess someone up, bro. Oh my god.
Not particularly. You
Okay.
notice, for some reason, this guard's name is Gambler. But besides that, yeah, this woman right here, okay, over here. She seems to be very shifty and very nervous, looking at y'all.
Okay.
Specifically.
All right. I will play around, but just occasionally looking over my shoulder, kind of checking back, seeing if she's still staring at us.
Yeah.
Accidentally grabbing Rua.
What's up? Oh yeah, she's pretty big. Yeah, for the most part, she just looks at you kind of in the beginning, very intently so. But other than that, she kind of like is just trying to play her hand now.
Okay.
Do you guys want to play Blackjack?
Yeah, I'll play a hand.
Yes, please.
All
Whoa.
right. Now we're in here. Let me shuffle it. Shuffle it more than once, obviously. Everybody knows that.
I see, and as the dealer's like handing out the cards, I kind of lean over to Bar and I'm like, so, basically the way this works, and I won't do it, but I sit there and I kind of give the explanation of Blackjack and how it works and the rules and all that.
Bara nods, trying her best to look impressed.
So it will kind of go along the same lines as last time. Left,
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
So for the purposes of this, first time that we're doing this,
Yes.
the left will be Bara, the middle will be Tuyo, and the right will be Ichiro.
Okay.
And this time the dealer will show one of his. Oh, shit on.
Some the dealer
What do you
will
mean
play
this
correctly.
time?
Yeah. He meant
Oh,
this
no.
time like this time he will do it. No implications.
Yeah, no implications.
Yeah.
Dude, you are. I know this is the first time we're doing this, but had we played this before, you would have also been boning me as the dealer.
Oh. Lamau.
Oh, I do put 10 down, by the way, to bet.
I'm
yeah,
putting 20 down.
20
I thought
down.
20 was the minimum.
I just said even numbers this time
Oh.
around.
Okay. In that case, I'll put 10 as well.
Yeah.
Where'd all your guys' gambling spirit go? He kind of chuckles to himself.
I'm very focused on this and the girl, so I ignore your statement.
It's all about the thrill, not the money.
I do perk up on that. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. And Tayo will.
Bar's first, whether Bar wants to hit or say.
Oh, no, I stand.
You stand?
She's-
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna stand.
Okay. Ichiro?
I'm going to hit the dealer in the face. I'm kidding.
That will be your card.
I'm gonna
Sword.
punch the shit out of this guy or girl. You
Hold
know,
up.
not judging.
This one's my card.
Yeah, that one.
Hold up. Why is my computer being weird?
Take it.
Remind me, what does face cards count
10.
as again? 10?
And
Ace is 11 or 1.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the
Okay.
first time we're telling you. We're not reminding you, so it's fine.
this is Blackjack, yeah.
Well, I was meaning like reminding me
Of
as
course.
in like the general sense
Ah,
because
yes,
I
yes,
couldn't
yes, yes.
remember correctly, obviously.
Of course.
I'm going to assume
Okay.
you stay,
stand.
you psychopath. Okay.
Yep.
Dealer will flip over. Dealer will stand on
Fuck!
I have 21.
I
Get
had
wrecked.
16.
the 17. All right. So if
I
you
can't get rid of my cards.
won, you will gain a 1.5x. If you have a 21 specifically, though, you will just get 2x.
So I get 40 back.
Yeah. I was just saying for the premises of I don't know if the others won.
Getting a little
I can't
frustrated.
get rid of my card.
I put my last 10 down. Did you win, by the way, Bara?
No, I got a 19.
Okay. Wait,
A 19?
A 19?
Yeah.
Yeah, you won.
19
You
wins.
would have won. You got a 20.
Oh, I forgot I'm playing against the dealer. I'm not playing against you guys. Okay.
No, yeah.
Yes, I did win.
Yeah, seeing both of y'all win, I just kind of I put my next 10 in for the next hand. I'm like, well, guess at least I'm a good teacher.
Okay, cool. You got rid of my cards for me. I was having a slight
Yeah,
panic
yeah.
attack because for whatever reason, I couldn't get them out of my hand.
You're good. There you go. Once again, that will be it.
Bum, 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 bum. Doom, boom, boom. I need a redeal, Chief.
Weird. That means you lose automatically.
That should mean I win automatically.
Sorry.
Cringe! Can I just have the Joker back? Let's
No,
just say it's a
yeah.
10. Let's actually just say the Joker's a 10. How do we feel about that? Hell yeah, I can take that shit back.
Take your fucking card.
God damn it.
All right, and then you get to see.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Okay.
3 is not great for the dealer.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
putting another 20 down. I don't know if I said that.
You're good. We haven't hit or stood yet, so feel free to bet whatever you bet. I trust you.
I'll say I had my 10. That was my last
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, I'm just betting 10.
Wow.
Bara.
I can't bet
hit,
anymore.
hit, please.
Split. What do we do? Okay.
You also have never given me a split hand. It's kind of cringe. Wait, I had 8-8 last time. Oh, I could have split. I wasn't even thinking about it. Oh, I'm sad now.
Bara had an 8-8. She could have split too.
I'm
I had
what do
an
you call
8,
it?
a
Bottom
3,
out.
and a queen last time.
What's that, Bar?
I'm bottomed out. I'm done.
Oh, I'm busted.
Mm.
I will stand.
Okay, I'm gonna put this back in the deck. Took it out preemptively.
I will hit.
Shuffle and get you.
I busted.
Oh.
All right.
Because we're counting jokers as. We're
Oh no
counting
no
jokers as-
okay.
Just redeal your joker.
Redeal the Joker here.
Well, I can't get rid of my card, so.
Well, and then you saw the next one. So.
Well, they're just well then it's a 10, I guess. The next one would be a
Yeah,
10.
then it would be
Yes.
a 10.
Okay, cool. Never mind. So I still bust.
Yes.
For reference, I had a king and a 3, and then I got the jack. So
Then you got the
Big,
13.
big.
Okay.
Give me a 10. Give me a 10. Give me a 10.
10 does get me out of here.
That's fine. That's fine. More options now. That's good. We like to see that. Let's go!
bravo.
I guess I'm not too bad myself either. As I take my
Ichiro
15
will give you a pat on the back. Good job.
after losing 50 billion straight. Can I look over at the
should've
lady?
just
What's
bet.
happening over there?
She is just sweating nervously.
Okay,
Are you guys done with Blackjack, or are you gonna play one more?
well, see that I would stand up. If they want to play one more, they can play one more.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, I
I'm
will
good too.
stand up and walk over. Even though I know we were told this place there should be cheaters, I'm just like I am under the assumption it's full of cheaters now. And I walk over to this girl and place my like hand on her shoulder. I'm like, "Hey, are you okay?"
She just goes, yeah. Could you leave me alone, please?
I mean, sure, but are you cheating right now? I say, just like looking like very angry, like deep into her eyes.
Or have you made physical contact with
Yeah,
her?
my right hand is like on her shoulder.
And what was your question?
Are you cheating right now?
No. I would never. Yeah.
As she say that, I kind of start to like squeeze a little tighter, and I'm like, then you know, what's all this sweat there for?
Just
Each
means the gambling. You know, it's I don't have much money, and I'm just trying to get more. So it's a bit nerve wracking. That's all.
You get Ichiro. I know you're trying to do something.
Yeah, he kind of like not say anything, but look at you, trying to figure out what you're doing.
I mean, I am just very blatantly like pretty much accusing this girl of cheating.
Would I know what your thing did? No, wait, never mind. I forgot.
Right
Effects
now,
change.
not really.
Yeah,
And so
that's your thing.
I kind of look her one more time, like gripping about as hard as I can with my hand just right on her. I'm like, so just, you know, I'll give you one last chance. Are you cheating?
Right now, no. I wouldn't.
Or
Ichiro
would
will
like to call over from the bar and say, "Hey guys, Ichiro offered to get us drinks. How about we do that?"
Do I feel any burning in my arm?
We'll look at-
You do not.
Okay. I take my hand off of her. I'm like, okay, just making sure. And I just walk away to the bar.
Ichiro will look at the woman. I suggest you find a better occupation than gambling and walk away. Like, you need. Oh God, I did it again. No, stop.
Bye, Runa. Everyone say bye, Runa.
I hate playing on a laptop. I can't wait to get my computer back.
Runa will go back to original size.
She's still that big. It's just
Yeah.
No, there's a puppet modification to make it bigger. She could theoretically have it. She doesn't. But
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, you guys have a drink, a non-alcoholic one, since Ichiro doesn't want to. The Bruna kind of starts moving towards the red panda head while you guys are there. It kind of reaches out a hand, and a very flamboyant, fancy woman kind of comes down on Runa's hand. And they both Runa softly sets her down here, and she kind of looks at you three. Is there any initial reactions?
Yeah, definitely. As I see Runa grabbing her and coming down, and she lands, I kind of go wide eyed. I'm like, are you the one that controls this puppet?
Yeah, Runa's my little helper. She sees me, or she helps me see if anybody's trying to cheat my beautiful game.
I kind of hyperventilate a little bit. You go ahead.
Ichiro is not paying attention. He is looking at the prices of the drinks, which means how much do I mark off?
This is a rather fancy place, so it would be 10 Ryu. I'll say like 5 Ryu per drink. Makes sense in my head.
Nice. I can finally get rid of this 5 I've had for forever.
Bara gives the lady a little bow and says, "Oh, well, we've really been enjoying your wonderful establishment, Miss Lady, and your big puppet isn't scary, and you're very pretty."
Why, thank you. You are quite the look of yourself.
Yeah.
My name's Midari, and she introduces herself to the three of you. And yes, as you can assume, I am the owner of this establishment.
Oh my gosh.
At this point, Ichiro turns around, just now realizing that there's somebody behind them. Like, oh, sorry. Hello.
I'll make her a bit bigger so you guys kind of know what she looks like.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time we've seen her.
Correct.
Yes.
And she goes, she kind of looks at Tayo and goes, "I like your instinct. I saw what you did with the woman over there."
Oh. Yeah. I kind of like do the like hair swoop thing like behind my my ears. Like yeah.
You have a good eye, but yeah, asking the wrong questions. She was cheating. I did overhear you guys. She was cheating. Isn't now, and understands what happens to her if she does it again. But she is just playing all of her winnings out, as you can tell.
Yeah, I looked befugled as she said that.
Yes, she wasn't cheating when you went over her, but she was counting cards with the fellow that was over at this table. They would count each other's cards. So at the time, she wasn't. But good eye, good eye.
I kind of just like in my head go, oh, I get it. And then I look at Tori and I'm like, do you mind if I go talk to her one more time?
Sure.
Ichiro will kind of put a hand on your shoulder, like, oh, I think it's about time we get down to business and stop being so distracted.
I turn and look at Ichiro. I'm like, it is my business when someone's lying. I try to walk away. Are you like restricting my movement or?
He won't restrict, but he'll walk with you,
Okay.
like kind of like making sure you don't get too out of hand.
Okay. I just walk over to the girl, not touching or anything, and I'm like, hey, how's it going over here?
Good.
Good.
I should probably go now. The lady has come down. I should probably get going.
Oh.
I've lost a lot of money tonight, so.
Oh no, wait. And I kind of like I grab her hand real quick. And I'm just like I was just curious. Because a little birdie told me that you might have been, doing something over there. Were you cheating at that other table?
No, that would be insane. To which your chains react the moment she says no. Where are you touching her right now?
Her arm. I'm just like holding her hand, basically, yeah. Or like
Yeah,
her wrist, I guess.
Her wrist, yeah.
Yeah.
Your chains transfer, kind of move down your arm and up hers and start burning her. She
Ichiro-
starts She starts kind of like screaming in pain.
Ichiro will basically shout at Tayo, like, just, Tayo, stop. I'm not gonna actually scream.
The guards start rushing over to you guys. Right before they get there, they kind of notice something and immediately go back to their spots.
Yeah, I don't even like see what's going on because I'm very engulfed. And I'm kind of like, I hear
grabbing your
Ichiro.
arm now.
Which one? Because one of them's probably kind of warm right now.
He's definitely grabbing that arm because that's the arm that's attached to the other lady.
Do my chains around my arm heat up whenever?
Yeah, they don't like physically heat up towards you. Although if Ichiro touches it, it will be very hot to him.
Okay, I guess Ichiro learns his lesson
Okay.
early.
Do I need to roll like a con save to hold on? Because I am.
No,
ain't
you do not need to roll a con save. You take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And as that happens, I kind of look at her and I'm like, you really shouldn't lie to people, you know?
Tayo, that's enough. Thank you. For some reason, it wouldn't let me change it.
No, good. Midari kind of steps in and just goes and starts like a very soft clap and just goes, very well done, very well done.
Seeing her walk over, I immediately like let go and kind of stiffen up, seeing as she's my newfound idol. I'm just like, hi, thank you.
Yeah, in a very childish way,
Ichiro's-
she is. In a very childish way,
Ichiro's still holding on.
holding onto the chains.
Like her arm.
Yeah. Okay. I guess now it would be fine. It's
So
not
quick
being-
question, yeah. So when I let go, do the chains just kind of immediately like regress back into me, or?
Yep.
Okay.
They move back up your
Um.
Midari kind of softly claps and in like a childish-like manner goes, "Very well done. Good show. Good show." And she, looking at you, extends a hand towards the gambler without even kind of like looking in her direction.
Yeah.
The gambler pulls out a pouch of Ryu and just kind of hands it over, and then starts running away. As she is almost about to make it to the door, Runa's mouth opens and kind of like a small cannon is in it, and a water like spout kind of shoots out very quickly.
And it will. It's not the full power of it, so it will do 10 damage.
Knocking her over, she immediately gets up and just runs away. And she go ahead and goes, yeah, I just wanted to see how long it would take her. Coalition is... It's fun to watch them when they're squirming. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Once you take their partner out, it's quite fun. I quite enjoyed the show. Here's something to make it worth your while. And she hands you the
Ichiro
Ryu.
looks visibly upset. Like, this is not okay.
What does she hand me?
She hands you the Ryu that she got from the woman, which is 180 Ryu.
Okay. I suppose I grab it, and I look at her and I'm like, is this payment for me helping you?
We'll consider it payment for, me overlooking the cheating.
Okay. Hearing her say that it's like payment for me, I willingly accept it and kind of put it in my pouch. I'm just like, oh, thank you so much. So how did you get to be like this? Like, you're just so cool.
Years and years of training. I believe you're with Kai's group, and she kind of ushers Bara to come in.
Bara, having observed this fairly silently, just sort of lets out a sigh and walks over.
I believe you're with Kai. It's almost time to meet him. It's probably easier to explain if we just kind of do it all at once.
As we leave the casino, as I assume we're going to in a second here, Bara would like to grab Tayo a little bit and have a quick minor chat.
A quick aside.
Before that, Ichiro would like to talk to Tayo.
Why is Tayo
not
getting
so
so?
minor chat.
Why is she getting reprimanded? Okay.
Midori is just like very happily skipping towards the door, not really caring if you guys are following.
Yeah, I would try to follow after her, but I'm assuming I get
Ichiro would,
grabbed.
because he's still holding your hand, physically hold you back.
Yeah, I'm not like fighting you. I was just like not paying attention to it. I guess I turn. I'm like, yeah. Aren't we supposed to follow her? We're gonna lose her.
What the hell was that?
What was what? What do you mean?
You are not judge, jury, and execution.
I kind of like tilt my head at him a little bit. Confused. I guess not confused to understand what he's saying, but I just tilt my head and I'm like, I mean, look, I just asked her a simple question and she happened to lie to me.
Bara tries to interject. She says, yeah, I think I see what Ichiro is getting at, Tayo. You know, there are 6 guards in here, right? And there's that giant construct thing. So, you know, if the owner of the establishment hadn't been as friendly towards your tactics as she was, I don't know if we could have taken them all on in a fight. I think that's what he's saying.
I look around, having not really cared to like acknowledge the place, and so I kind of look around and see this. I look back at you two and I just go, I suppose we, you know, might not have won a fight, but I mean, I'd be surprised if they're fighting us for helping them.
Ichiro would look at Bara.
Bara nods and
be
says,
like,
"Oh, okay, go ahead."
Yeah, after she said that, Ichiro would look at Bara and be like, "Oh no, she just has to be the center of attention and show off that she's some just member of society," and he'll drop her arm at this point and walk off. Clearly angry.
Bara says, "Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, Tayo. All I'm saying is, you know, be careful you don't put us in a situation that we can't get out of, you know?"
I kind of straighten up after seeing Ichiro get mad and Bara clearly being a little sterner than usual with her, and just kind of go, all right. I mean, you know, if y'all don't think the truth is important, I suppose I see where we are.
Well, we can't. You know, there's a lot of liars in the world, and I imagine some of them are pretty powerful. So maybe we wait until we're more powerful than them. How about that?
Kind of stand there and ponder for a second. Well, I suppose you're not wrong. There is some more danger. I will try to consider things before making decisions next time.
Bara shrugs and says, "Yeah, well, you know, do that. You know, it worked out this time, so good job."
Yeah, thanks. I just want to go talk to Midori. I start walking to the door.
As you like walk to go out the door, Ichiro will have his hand out in front of you, Tayo, like with an open palm.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my money? Like dead face.
Yeah, I just look and I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm like, oh, of course. And I pull out the thing and I dump out my 100 Rio. I guess my 195 and I hand it to you. I just go, it's 5 short, but I can make up 5 easily.
He will walk over here and just dump that money on the table. And then he is walking outside.
Bara cringes, but she follows outside.
I see this and I walk over real quick. And I lean over to this girl. And I kind of slide the money towards her. And I'm like, hey, just make a really big bet. And if you win, yell loud enough where I can hear. And I run back outside.
Yeah, she looks she looks very nervous. As the kind of the everybody was fairly
yes. Yeah.
calm, and then Midori came down. Everybody was kind of on their tippy toes. Kind of when you see a cop car where it's like, I'm not doing anything illegal, but I don't also
you
don't
still
want
feel
them
bad.
to think I am doing something illegal.
Yeah.
But she seems to take your actions or your words. Yeah, so you guys reappear with
The bestest girl.
the bestest
The
girl,
worstest girl.
Midari, who has already been talking to Kai for a bit and just turns around and goes, "Well, that took you guys a while." I was telling him, I quite like your group. Granted, and she kind of looks at Ichiro and just kind of like doesn't, just kind of like a sound of disgust, just like, ugh. I don't like the ones that follow the rules.
Yes.
I don't like the ones that. Anyway, so
Does she say follow the rules?
no, she doesn't say follow the rules.
Okay, cool. I was gonna be like, there was a segue that might have made Taiho on my side, but okay.
No. She just kind of has a disgusting sound effect. It's like, ugh. Well, anyway.
He looks visibly angry.
Kai notices that your hand has been hurt, and he tries to mend it as much as he
Cute.
can.
Ichiro would be like, I'm fine, and like shove it in his pocket area.
Bara glares at Kai.
Kai looks at Bara, then looks at Ichiro and just goes, "You know what? Not my place."
I'm just smiling, staring at Midori.
To which, how's it going? Anyway, so Midori talks to Kai and is just like, all right, so I've heard some about your group. I've heard about you guys. Kai has been very friendly with you guys. He's not usually keen to taking in stragglers or even having company for that matter. So anyway, I'm doing him a favor for old time's sake and just getting you guys some on the job experience, so to speak. There's gonna be a VIP guest that comes in. He's going to look like this, and he kind of shows you a picture, and it will be I will look for it, but regardless, oh, here he is. He looks like this.
He has a very familiar face.
Yeah, so he looks like that. And he goes, well, anyway, I should get to it. That's gonna be the VIP guest. I need you to go into his room. He's been accused of something. I don't really care what he's been accused of. He cheated at another one of the casinos. I need you guys to.
I like gasp.
I need you guys. Yeah, they don't have me and Runa to keep a watchful eye over everything. He needs to be taught. He needs to be taught a lesson. It's not. They allow cheaters and gamblers and heretics and heathens in there. It's disgusting.
I actually says that. I go. Can we just burn it to the ground then?
I've been trying to for years.
Ichiro will once again step in front and look at Taiyo.
What? I'm just asking questions.
Anyway, regardless, I'm missing a lot of my usual degenerate gambling and watching over. Nothing pisses me off more than cheaters and liars.
Oh
anyway,
my god, she gets it.
Anyway, we'll treat him something outside here. The thought of it makes me. Anyway, just go to his room. Here's the key card. Please just, look for signs. You find any money, go ahead and keep it. It's just consider it yours. As far as the debt goes, please, if he has any belongings or anything like that, you do with those as you will. Please give him a very good scare. I saw the fire. Don't burn the room. The room is still my property, but if you guys could scare him a bit, that'd be ideal. Kai kind of coughs. Midari, he has a bounty on him. Midari kind of looks puzzled and thinks, and she goes, "Oh, right. Yeah, he got off on a technicality for some kidnapping BS, and it's a whole thing. Some inner mafia. I don't care enough. Okay, he cheated at the casino, and that's what matters." And Kai just goes, "Okay, Midari.
I love this woman.
Anyway, kids, the man has a bounty. You should look for clues on where he's keeping this so-called this kidnappee, and just look for that. And I guess do give him a scare since Midari here is being so kind as to give us the chance at this bounty. So that will be all for your mission. If you guys have any questions, I or Midari can answer them. As far as it's concerned, it's basically it. Just in, out, investigate, and there's a hefty price to be rewarded if we find whoever got kidnapped.
I look over Ichiro's shoulder, and I just kind of put my finger up, like, oh, I have a question.
No questions.
Ichiro, don't be rude. Tayo, what's the question?
I kind of give Ichiro a look off of that.
Midari says this, by the way.
I look at Ichiro with a little look. So I'm like, okay. I look back at Midori and I'm like, do we have to bring him back alive?
I frankly don't care. I don't see him as a human being. Kai kind of looks and just goes, all right. The bounty is for the person that was kidnapped. It's not a dead or alive bounty.
Oh, Tayo goes, oh, I thought the bounty was for him. I get it now. Well, I guess I won't have to kill anyone this time then.
All right, so Midori has given you a key card and and the mission. You're supposed to go into a hotel room to find out some things about this kidnapping, and then also Midori has promised a bonus of some kind if you burn, destroy, shred, etc. his things.
Smile.
Or actually, to be better, just to scare him. Was the verbatim thing.
There was a question about killing them brought up in that conversation.
She did not care. She doesn't see him as a human being.
Right. Which
On the other hand, there's no benefit
even
beyond, I guess, personal satisfaction.
Well,
Agreed.
it's like there's a few
Yeah,
benefits.
There's no bonus to ending him, ending his existence. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, Tayo would happily accept this key card and be ready to go on her merry way to find this wrongdoer.
Is this guy here right now, or are we waiting for him?
No, he is not here right now. He is coming, shortly, I guess.
Oh, so he is coming here?
He is coming to the casino, right?
Okay.
And he's reserved a room?
And he has reserved a room. They have given him a room.
Oh,
He has given you the key card
get it now.
to get into his room.
I'm there. All right. I look at the other two. I'm just like, well, y'all want to go? So has he been in this room before or no?
Yes. So he has already put his things in the room.
Okay.
He is not at the casino and will be here shortly. Yeah, maybe I didn't. Hold on. I didn't explain this because I was trying to get to a stopping point since it was at 11. Let me reiterate. So, you guys, Midori has given you a key card to his room that has his belongings, and maybe some clues about X or Y.
Okay. His belongings are already there. He has stepped out of the casino, and you have been informed that he will be back fairly shortly. And this is right, and this has given you a chance to look through his things.
Okay. Yeah, I'd have a look at the other two, and I'm like, so we want to check out the room?
May as
You
well.
guys can. I'll keep guard.
All right, fair enough. And I suppose she would tell us where it is, and I would make my way to the room.
Yeah. So you guys, and you don't have to be your characters or anything. You guys, I have to bring you with me. Go into the casino. You guys kind of go down these stairs here in the middle. And end up here, and you're going to tell me whether you can see this map or not.
It is black.
Cool.
Loading in. Black.
Right, so we're going to go ahead and go to this room.
This one is visible.
Yeah, you guys kind of show up to the room. You can put your character things down if you want to. Ichiro, I am assuming is you can just kind of stay there, and we'll assume that you're in guarding the stairway, so to speak.
Was
Yeah.
my health at 22?
It was 20. Yeah, you took 6 points, I think.
Because someone decided to burn someone.
That was 100% on you, dog. You grabbed my hot arm. You could have grabbed any other part.
There's a joke there, but I won't say it.
That's valid. I thought about it as soon as I said it. I was like, well.
All right. Yeah. Feel free
So
to
Are these doors closed right now? I presume.
They are closed, but
Okay.
I mean, I didn't add any lighting to.
So I mean, I guess just in general, like walking in, what's the visuals? What's the aesthetic? What are we? Like,
yeah,
are
it's
these actually
pretty.
here?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything. Yeah, everything is here. I accounted for everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a fairly luxurious and big room.
Okay.
It's definitely meant for more than one person, but he just balls like that. So he just got it like that, even though he's, because kidnapping is profitable. Anyway, yeah, it is a fairly luxurious room. You see statues on four corners. There's some notes over here, a book over here. And yeah, it just seems like a fairly luxurious, normal hotel room.
I walk in and turn to Bara, and I just go, well, I'll just go check out this room, and I guess you examine where you want to check out. I just kind of walk over to this first room that I see here.
Yeah, you can enter.
And I mean, I would pretty much just be digging through everything. So I don't know if you want to make me. Do you want me to say?
Just an investigation check if you're doing just like a general sweep of the entire room.
Where's my investigation? +6. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Holy, starting off strong.
Right.
Cool. Yeah. Shit.
I'm so good.
Well, I'm rolling higher than Naruto does. So,
all right.
Yeah, with the papers that are on the ground, he was obviously trying to organize them, like sitting on the rug.
Okay.
Kind of trying to put them all together. You can tell from this that he has kidnapped with a nat 20. He has kidnapped specifically a little sister of a very important judge, which is how he got off on the technicality. Okay. You will also read through some of the notes here on the nightstand. Mentions a lot of so the papers and the names or nouns or how they're preferred called. You just hear a weird mention of fingers. So there's like thumb or index or pinky or middle finger. 5 fingers is also used a lot in these notes as some sort of code, you presume.
Okay.
As well as fucking that's why I kind of ruined it, but as well as you kind of also discover that in some of the notes there is a letter in right below the rug right here.
Yes.
That I guess when you walked in you kind of shifted the rug a bit and actually uncovered it. And it says it basically says that the meetup spot is by the spider's den. Transfer the child there. And you can tell something kind of ushered him away, or else he probably would have burned this letter.
Okay. So meetup spot is Spider's Den, you said?
Yep.
And it just said bring girl right away, or bring daughter.
Transfer the child.
Transfer the child right away. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure I get my clues straight. So the books spread out are kind of just confirming that it is a judge's daughter. That's how I got out on the technicality.
Yeah.
And then the one on the nightstand is, I'm not really sure, but it just has a bunch of codes referencing the 5 fingers, and kind of naming them and listing things like that.
Yeah, it doesn't really say
Okay.
much on them. It is just a weird amount of uses of certain fingers or the term 5 fingers. Yeah.
I'm finally back.
He's back. He's alive.
Alright. I'll say he's kind of just been going
I
over.
have games.
Mhm.
I have games literally all out the week. It's only when I play with you guys that my internet decides to take a crap.
Well, that's rude, and tell it to figure it out.
It is very rude.
Alright. Stairs stolen. Sentences. Okay. So those are kind of my 3 main things in this room that I discovered.
Yeah.
Okay. Bara, whatever you're doing, you can do your thing.
I'm gonna check the bedroom.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll do an investigation check too, even though I'm not particularly good at those.
Just roll a 20, Lamau.
Yeah.
A 5.
Or looks very enthusiastically, but not particularly.
Yeah, from what you can tell, it's a normal bedroom. He has some glasses of used alcohol on this table. The books don't seem to be shifted, so he's probably not a heavy reader. But from that, it's just a regular bedroom.
Probably not a heavy reader.
Or has he discovered very important clues and returns to the main thing to tell everyone?
Yeah, I come out and definitely give my information about the judge's daughter, the 5 fingers, and then the meetup spot thing that is mentioned, and it talk about it being right away.
Wow, that's really cool. I mean, I discovered some pretty important stuff too. I found that he's a pretty heavy drinker.
Oh, I kind of look at you like almost like you know how like with little kids you kind of give them like, oh, for sure, like, oh yeah, I guess that could be important. Well, I mean, I suppose there's one room. You want to come help me out on there?
Sure. Better 2 sets of eyes than 1, huh?
True. I suppose we walk in and investigate.
If Bar is helping, you can roll with advantage.
All right.
I think helping is generous, but I do
Yeah.
help.
She tries her darndest. 18.
If Bar is helping, it should be disadvantage. 18's fine. Ichiro has not seen anything yet. I am keeping you in mind.
Like I'm adamantly staring down staircase, I guess. I don't.
Yeah. So, just kind of picture this as like there is a. How do I put this?
Is this like
Kind of in a
penthouse-esque?
duplex, kind of in a duplex way,
Okay.
where it's like there's definitely a main room and then stairs spreading from that into other rooms.
Gotcha.
And this is just kind of like door, stairs, down into main room. I'm picturing that you are staring in front of the door on the outside of it, kind of staring down.
Yeah.
Trying to be hidden or be sneaky.
And I can roll a stealth check if you want to see how sneaky I am.
No, not yet. So, yeah, from this room, you can gather that he basically was organizing some sorts of trinkets, kind of just like normal jewelry. They don't look that expensive or what's it called? Valuable.
Mhm.
But yeah, he was just kind of organizing his jewelry. He seems to be very posh.
Okay.
And what he wears and things like that. So he was just organizing his accessories.
Alright. So,
Yeah.
assumingly a big spender. Alright. Big spender. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess going through there, me and Bara kind of find some stuff. I just look over and like, hey, you find anything interesting?
Bara has found that the books don't seem to be used.
So not only is he not he's a heavy drinker, I
Okay.
don't think he reads a ton.
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess maybe we could scare him away with a library card or something. Let's go ahead and check out the living room a little bit, I guess. And I try to just walk out the room, just very confused as to what Bar is
What's on
looking
this
at.
table?
Those are just random notes, like how hotels have brochures.
Okay, cool. Then Ichiro goes back to guarding the door.
Yeah.
So walking in, I suppose this book, I guess this kind of being the last thing of note, at least for the moment. I just want to go over there and actually, I mean, I go over there and I'm just like, hey, Bara, you're good with books. Do you want to check this out?
Sure. What should I roll?
Investigation, I guess. I'd make you roll reading, but I think you're literate. So
I was trying to get you like a good old like
17.
intelligence check or something.
You can confirm that this is also part of a hotel brochure
okay.
thing. I will say you kind of have a good feeling of like how books are supposed to feel, and you think the kind of like how it closes is a bit off, like there's something in it.
Yep. Bara would like to start tearing out pages and trying to discover it. It's probably in the binding would be Bara's guess.
Yes.
So she can check there.
I'm like standing to the side watching her start to do this. I'm just like, Bara, we can't just start ripping things.
Yeah. So in the binding was a total this extremely valuable necklace. At least it looks extremely valuable. At least money wise, economically valuable. You have also found 6 blood pills and 6 chocolate pills, kind of like hidden in the binding as well. You on further inspection of the pages, you can tell that it is a hotel brochure, but it is not from this hotel.
Okay. And what should I add to my inventory for the necklace?
You can just add golden necklace with sapphire on it.
Do you like steal this in front of me, or do you try to hide yourself taking it?
Oh no, I'm not hiding anything. I tear through. I find these things, and I just slowly I put them on the table and like sort them, and then I start like distributing it to my various packs.
Okay. As I see you do this, I'm just like, whoa. Are you just taking that?
Yeah, evidence.
I kind of ponder for a sec, and I just go, yeah, I guess as long as it's evidence. And continue on, letting that be a valid excuse for the moment.
You can also add the blood pills and the chocolate pills.
Oh yeah, I got those. I assume we're doing it such that like 6 blood pills is 6 uses of like a
Yeah. So technically,
No,
by
I
your
want
turn,
12.
It would be 3 blood pills and 3 chocolate pills, but they have 2 uses, so 6 and 6. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll say for this campaign purposes, just to have that labeled from now on, when we say 1, we're getting 1 use.
Yeah, 1
Yeah.
use. As opposed to in the book, it says 1 chocolate pill.
No, that's what we do in the other count. So
it just makes it easier for inventory. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess kind of looking around, I'm like, well, I mean, we got honestly a lot of information, including some pretty damning evidence about
Laura
this stuff.
is actually kind of curious. Would I recognize the term the spider's den with my knowledge of history?
You can make a history check, yeah.
Sheesh.
Brother, there's supposed
We
to be
got
like a
one bad
mystery
roll.
behind this, man.
Nope, no mysteries.
Yeah, no, I
mysteries
see
to this
that.
bitch. We
It's
Scooby
supposed
Doo
to
this
be like
bad boy.
this whole like
One
investigation
bad
thing,
roll,
not
and that was it.
I'm telling you everything because it's 2019. Golly. Yeah, a spider's den is it's not as far as Kai's place from the casino, but it is like an in between distance. It would take you like a couple hours to get there. It's kind of like this swampy area. There's spiders obviously in it. Thus the name Spider's Den, and it was basically this broken down, kind of like small, what's it called? Like small village that kind of got flooded because of the water, because of just heavy rains one year, and it's been abandoned ever since.
Fun. Okay. Thank you.
Cool.
Yep.
Tell any of us that.
You're so welcome.
Well, no, not yet.
Okay. So saying this, I'm like, well, we've kind of done our job. One thing I was thinking though, because Midori did mention possibly scaring him, and I kind of like spark in my hand a little bit of fire. I'm like, we could just at least leave him a message. How do we feel about that, Bara?
I mean, she told us not to destroy anything in here. I was gonna say we should wait for him to come back and like ambush him.
Fine with that idea.
All right. And
I mean, unless you have an idea for leaving a message without like damaging the room itself.
Well, I kind of itched the back of my head. You know, I was like, well, I mean, it would have left a little bit of a mark, but it wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
Probably best to stay on the lady with the puppets good side.
Oh, I
do not care about that.
Yeah, thinking about it that way, like as you mentioned that, I'm like, oh well, that's true. If she did say to, then we probably should. We should listen to her. To which I just go, oh, and well, then let me go grab those papers real quick before I forget. And I'm not gonna grab all of these papers in here, but I want to grab specifically the one that like kind of confirmed it was the judge's daughter.
Yep, it would be a very small paper.
The little letter at the bottom.
There.
All right, so letter.
Did you mention the whole like thumbs and fingers and stuff?
Yes, yeah, I would have mentioned. I would have mentioned everything. I wasn't gonna hide any of my info.
Okay, based on my knowledge of history, no, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say that one makes more sense than the spider's den because you're like a traveler, so I would have given it to you honestly. If you want to make a history check, you can.
That's so funny. While you're asking that, and then I would grab the five finger list as well.
With a 14. Is that the history roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't really heard of the 5 fingers. You're not really sure what it means.
Bum, bum.
Everybody count it down. We have 2 bad rolls from Bara.
The yeah. Judge's daughter letter, and then the finger. The fingers.
Yeah, you can just mark. I guess you can just mark one as a kidnapping evidence and the other one as a 5-finger notes.
Okay. 5-finger notes, and then there we go. All right. Let me see. So I hop on out. Are y'all just vibing on the couch when I come back?
I think Bar is like thinking about the whole spider's den situation at this point. Okay. However, I think we should prepare our ambush if we're gonna do that.
Yeah. I walk out and I'm like,
okay, I will get into position.
So yeah. What are we thinking for this ambush, guy and gal?
Are any of us
Stand
stealthy?
Up front.
I am not.
I have a +2 in stealth. Not bad.
I have a +4.
I have a +0.
Okay, so I'm the stealthiest and I'm not very stealthy.
That's why Ichiro's just gonna stand in front of the door, and when he comes in, I'm gonna cleave him in 2.
Well,
no, I don't like that.
I mean, I'm down for killing him, but I feel like getting some info first feels appropriate.
All the info.
No, I don't want to kill him unless it proves necessary.
Okay.
Pretty necessary. He is a kidnapper.
Yeah.
And don't forget, he also cheated at the casinos.
Yeah.
About that.
If we kill him, he'll never have a chance to make up what he cheated for. And if we kill him, the kidnappee, we got some good information here. But if we kill him, we lose all sources of information.
Yes, I don't want to. I want info first, of course.
I mean, even if we get the info, we need to confirm the info, so we really can't kill him. I guess if we had the kidnappee victim like back and safe and sound, then we could. But at that point, it'd be kind of late.
You're right.
Let him live as long as we are getting information out of him.
Once we're talking to him, I do have a way, and I kind of, examine my arm of ensuring our information is correct.
Does Bara I've seen this thing once in action at this point, right?
I mean, I don't
Bars
have full
pretty-
control of it either, to be clear.
Bar's pretty quick
I'm
on the
very
draw.
aware of
Just
what it
through
does.
my instinct and sort of the way she's talking about it, do I understand like that she has a power that forces people to tell the truth?
Yeah, but it's very inconsistent. It definitely doesn't like force them.
Well, it burns them otherwise, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a
so-
caveat to it.
Yeah, there's like
A
a
way worse
there's some-
version of the lasso of truth.
Yeah.
kind of. Yeah, there's a prerequisite towards it, and some stipulations for the most part that make it very inconsistent. So even
Yeah.
Tayo doesn't really know all of it yet.
Yeah, if I'm playing by my character and I'm playing with what knowledge she has, there's caveats that are currently not known.
Okay. Seeing this, I guess Bar would like to get some insight into her companions here. Do Ichiro and Tayo want to kill this guy? And if so, like how much?
After getting info, I want to know everything about the kid. I'm down to rescue the kid. I'm for all that, but I don't like cheaters and liars. So I am more than okay with ending this dude. That's Tayo's
If
perception.
you want to know anything
And I'm not
about
hiding that.
Ichiro,
So.
if you want to know anything about Ichiro currently, you're gonna have to roll me an insight because he is being very cagey.
No, yeah. Tayo don't hide her feelings, bro. She got him out there.
Unnat 20.
Imagine.
Actually,
He wants to cleave this
Unnatural
guy
20.
in two. He like innocent people. He. If it wasn't for the fact that you guys outnumber him 2-1 in this decision, he would just kill him.
Even without getting info?
You guys have said, no, we need some info. So he's like, okay, I'll wait.
Okay. All right. With this newfound understanding, oh boy. Okay.
I will say Tayo's not bloodthirsty. To be clear, she's not like
I'm
fiending
not worried
to
about
kill.
Tayo right now. I'm worried
Yeah.
about Ichiro.
Yeah, I just wanted you to understand that like Tayo is not unswayable in the sense of like killing this guy. She really just she wants to make sure he is punished to some extent, but doesn't have this like burning desire to murder him.
Will say, because you did get an unnatural 20, Ichiro has a lot of emotion stacked up with the fact he hates the casino girl. He was burned by someone he considered a dear friend.
You burned yourself.
Now he heard. I did not. You burned me because you wouldn't listen to me. And now he's heard that this guy kidnaps people, and he does not like it when you bring innocence into this whole conflict. He is very angry.
Bara can make a. Actually, everybody make a perception check. This would be hearing if you have anything for it.
I'm gonna meta this bitch.
Any of us do.
It's my perception. No, it's not. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow, you guys almost made it to like half of my roll combined.
true. They almost did.
Yeah, Bara
Here's footsteps.
coming up the stairway.
Okay. Bara just sort of sits down and starts reading her book.
I did want to say this earlier, but I kind of got swept away in the conversation. When we agreed on surprise attack, I would activate my Kurugan because that lasts like 10 minutes.
You don't know that people are coming this way.
No, I was saying when we originally because I wanted to say this before and then we started talking. When we originally decided we're gonna fight this guy, just my eyes went up. This is not to metagame me. If you don't want to do it that way, I can just.
I mean, the thing is, like, we wouldn't know when he was coming back, though.
Yeah, you wouldn't know when he was coming back.
Also has a bit. It could have been 10 minutes since we had.
Yeah. I'll say no, but
I will also say you don't have to spend the chakra for activating it. Because you wouldn't know when he'd be back.
That's fine.
Yeah. Not really.
Bara, all right, actually, here's what Bara does.
Okay.
Bara, she starts reading, hearing this guy, he's coming up the stairs. She starts reading, she sort of says, kind of offhand, she says, oh boy, I just really hope that that little girl is doing okay. I bet she's really scared right now. And she kind of like looks at Ichiro to see if this gets a reaction from him.
I need a coin flip for myself real quick. See him, he was kind of leaning on the table. You see him kind of like grip on it a lot harder after hearing that it's in fact a child.
So I made you more angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. All right.
All right, and on his gripping comes in the man that you saw in the picture. Bara, knowing he was coming, can prep. I'll say one action. Everybody else is caught by surprise.
Valid.
Okay. So I only wanted. So I imagine this guy's coming in. I know that he's coming. I'm hopeful that I would be able to have Ichiro and Taiyo looking the other way before I like do anything.
I'll say,
Is that reasonable?
Yeah, I would assume that they're both looking at you.
I would have been looking at you, like between you and Ichiro, and I'm okay with saying I was looking at you when he came up.
Okay. So here's my thing is, and I mean, you can tell me if this is because I don't want them to think that I knew that he was coming up.
I mean, I would not think this at all right now. I have no reason to think that.
Well, I guess if it would be, I guess it wouldn't be suspicious because I'm facing the doorway, so I might have seen him first.
That would make logical sense.
Okay. All right.
Since you were the only one looking in his direction.
Oh, like you're saying your extra action wouldn't seem prepped. I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm hoping, yeah.
I got you. I think I can say Taiyo wouldn't think twice about it because yes, you are looking that direction. I don't know.
I think all right, and I'm just gonna assume Ichiro's too distracted to notice if Bar is doing something sneaky. So.
Yeah, Taiyo wouldn't think of it.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's staring at you, but he's not staring at you. If you get, he's in his own world currently.
Taiyo's kind of pumped you some fire.
You wouldn't jump to the conclusion, hey, Bar is being sneaky right now.
No.
Not a sneaky little girl.
All right. Yeah. So I quickly, deftly activate acid armor.
Wow, you have quick reactions, Bara.
If that will be your action, then everybody let's roll some initiative.
Roll initiative, people pog. Ooh, that's a 4.
On
Dude, I just
Bara
You're-
is an
19.
actual
You're an
god.
animal.
Jesus
Look,
Christ! Actually, all of
make
you
me-
rolled up pretty high.
We did all roll quite high.
Yeah, I guess he goes. He is not expecting this. Thus, you all
Yeah.
actually get to go before
This is
him.
canonical, baby.
Yeah.
This isn't ideal. I don't want to go first.
Well, this is what you get.
You
All
hold
right.
an action. Let Ichiro cleave this boy in half, please.
Well, that's my goal. Okay. Bar will get up, and I guess you can make me do a performance check or something. I don't know. But I'd like to like act really flustered and frightened, and I'd like to like trip over like the leg of the table as I'm like trying to run by it.
So
Sure.
funny. That's so
Sure.
funny.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll a performance.
Okay. This is almost solely for Ichiro's sake, for what it's worth. Yeah, it's not awful.
With a 14, yeah, you do it to a convincing
Passable.
enough. Yeah, like a passable enough performance with the distraction and the guy coming in that it makes sense that you were flustered.
I fall to the ground, dropping prone there. And as my action, well, is that my action? The performance?
No. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll count it as whatever, like 5 feet of movement.
Okay. I'll just sort of dodge on the ground there. So I'm trying, in case he comes over, I'm ready to sort of try to, get out of any blows that might be coming my way. And I scream and shout and say, "Ah, he's here! Help!"
Oh, we need to set up the.
I hope Ichiro doesn't grip and rip this guy.
Yeah.
All right, so then
Be
it's
surprised if he survives my turn.
He said,
Is that all for Bar? What did Bar say? Sorry.
Yep, that's it for me. I'm just
Okay.
dodging after my performance.
I got you. All right. It'd be Tayo's turn next. We can set up the initiative. I completely forgot to set up initiative for y'all. We can set
Ichiro's
that up.
turn, not Tayo's. Tayo only got an 18.
I should have done
I
that
beat
on
him
that.
by a whole 1 point.
Weird.
So yeah, you're up, Ichiro.
No, it's
Okay.
oh yeah.
I got
1918.
19,
1918.
Okay. First of all, gonna cast Devil's Gambit. which
I
means,
know that one. It's risky.
One.
I know that
Not
one
really
too
for
now.
me, because I have incredible AC. I get advantage on my attack and a +1 to my or not a +1, an extra damage die.
I literally thought he said dick.
I was like, that's insane.
That's hype that you get +1 to dick. Good for you.
Alright.
Okay, that's not all though, because then I'm gonna cast Beast Breathing Fang
Sheesh.
to attack him.
Sure.
Go off, King.
I'm gonna try to hit him.
Oh, question. Because I don't remember the answer to this. Are we giving reactions pre-turn or no?
I'll go ahead and say not for this situation,
Okay.
since it is a very
Surprising thing. Okay.
thing.
Cool.
Okay. Make 2 taijutsu attack, melee taijutsu
And
attacks.
it's really
dealing
only a
weapon
negative
damage.
to Yano, so.
Yeah.
So I make 2 attacks at advantage,
Go off, King.
a +8 to hit. So let's go.
So basically, if you miss this, it's really embarrassing. That's what I'm
Don't
hearing.
think it's possible.
I would never say that.
Rada.
Okay, I'm going home.
Yeah, that one that one will hit.
Hold up, I have advantage, so
Of
let's
course,
hope for a
crit.
crit.
Look for a crit, yeah.
Easy crit. He's crazy.
Then I make my second attack.
Okay,
'cause it
question.
does say make 2 attacks.
Question: as you're swinging, Senior Ichiro, are you swinging lethally right now? I don't think you can hide this, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an inside one. You have all been
I-
trained enough to know.
Hmm.
I mean, it's
Can I
up to
roll
you.
Damage
I'm
and
just
then
curious.
decide. I feel.
I feel like you don't decide how hard you're swinging a sword
Yeah,
mid-swing.
like, because I'm curious. Are you swinging with the intent to kill right now?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to see.
Hearing the child thing, yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
And second
Mission
round
successful.
attack.
Damn it, Bara! Look what you've done to us.
It's all part of the plan. Don't worry.
Oh, I'm worried.
Road to become a mass murder.
You have advantage on the second?
That was meant to be an 8, not an 8 and a 9.
Damn, plus 89?
16,
Sheesh.
16 plus 8 does hit. So both your attacks.
So
What about 16
2
plus
hits.
89, though?
okay. I gotta do a whole bunch of math because so on top of dealing, so I got my normal damage, extra damage die because of my Devil's Gambit,
Excuse me.
and then an extra d6 because of Beast Fang, and then I am going to use, where is it?
Dude, if you rip this kid first hit, that's gonna be absurd. Devil's Gambit's
I'm
also
going
really
to-
nice when you just one rip people. It's
Trip.
pretty helpful.
I'm going to use Chakra Strike, which is one of my Fury techniques. A creature with a weapon attack, you spend 5 chakra to deal an additional.
I thought this was a taijutsu attack.
It's using my weapon, so I thought that would count.
That would be a bukijutsu, not a taijutsu.
Kujutsu. It just says make a taijutsu.
Yes, so saying that, it just is making sure you're using the correct score, basically, when it says that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
That can be mostly ignored.
Okay.
There's specific things that would matter, but not in this case. I guess I don't know Yano's stat block, but...
Yeah, I get
So-
I'd say you
And
did
I can
an unarmed thing.
Imagine he doesn't pull out his Executioner's Blade.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is crazy.
Okay. Deal additional damage to the target. Extra damage is 2 Fury die. Then for each additional 5 chakra I spend, I add another Fury die on top of that. Oh,
You're just gonna
minus
send it?
5.
Can I just say I love Fury die?
Fury
I
die.
want Fury die. Yeah.
Yeah.
just want some Fury die. I'm not asking
Flurry.
for too much.
I can't pronounce L's properly. Don't make fun of me.
Oh, I actually wasn't.
Flurry.
I actually think it's cool.
Is it not?
Fury die, I think, is better.
Is
It's
it not?
flurry.
Oh, I didn't know
It's
that.
Flurry, but
I see the bit now.
I have to
I'm
concentrate on my L's.
Hey, in all
I'm gonna-
fairness, Fury die's better.
Hey, listen, Ichiro don't
Yeah,
take L's.
honestly, Flurry Die isn't nearly as cool.
Yeah,
Ichiro
Flurry
just
die's not
doesn't
as
take
cool.
L's, and that's what matters.
Uh,
So I am rolling 4d6.
Did you use like all your chakra?
He did.
did.
He did just burn his whole chakra bar in this attack. I'm glad you're keeping up, Bara.
This is gonna be interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so your temp HP might not be very useful.
Hold on.
Tayo's not even gonna get to
46
move.
Plus 3, 4, plus
Oh man.
4. Actually a terrible roll.
Wait, with
It's to re-roll that 1-6. I mean that 1-1 because I have
Oh, I
great
was
weapon.
like, you're gonna reroll the 6?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Question, God. Are we allowing my ranged ninjutsu attacks to be non-lethal or no?
Unless specified, yeah, they'll be non-lethal.
So, like, well, that's what I'm saying. Is like I have the option. Like I can choose.
Yeah, unless it's like something that's a bit harder to explain why it's non-lethal, like a Shidori or
I got you.
things of that.
If it doesn't specify lethality for sure, then I can kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 25 points of damage.
Hold up. I'm gonna double check something to make sure I'm not doing more damage.
Did you add up? Oh, was that both your attacks at the same time? Is that what you did?
No, that would be one attack.
So that was
is
just the
why
first
I'm
attack.
Curious.
Okay, for
And all
sure.
the extra stuff on the second attack. I just get 3d6.
Oh, that makes me feel a little
4d6.
better because I was like, that's crazy.
I get to roll 4 more d6.
I was like, I need to change some character blocks around.
Doing 35 damage.
All right, down to 15. Yano extremely taken back by this giant swing.
Just chunking him.
Yeah, his I'll say I'll say you hit him decently hard enough. This cut is for the sake of flavor text bleeding profusely. It is a very deep cut.
Would have done more damage if I went after him.
All right.
I didn't, so.
I see this happen, and Tayo's immediately reaction, just like yelling wise, is just, Ichiro, we can't kill him yet. As
You can't kill him yet.
begin to get a little juicy woosy. Let me see. I do have that. I could do that, I guess. What is that? 2d8.
Oh no, is Tayo gonna ruin everything?
I think Tayo is about to ruin everything. Sorry. He wasn't
Even if
able
he
to
lives.
one rip it. I mean, it's not like he can't just kill him after I down him, but then we'll be in a really interesting situation. Okay.
4 more damage.
Yeah.
I forgot to add my strength mod to
I
the second attack.
Run up
So
and
I do 4 more damage.
Okay, there you go. I run up, and I'll even say I'm doing this partially because I want to make sure I don't kill him, so I'm actually using a melee attack. But I run up to Yano, and you see this basically like fire spear just appear in my hands. Kind of the same color and the same looking fire as like my orbs before. And I quickly slash it twice across Yano. Performing a sanguine spear attack. Boop. So let's see. It'd be d20 plus. I think I'm a 3 on intelligence, right? Yeah, so it'd be plus 6.
21 hits.
Yuppers. Oh, it's 2 attacks, so I guess I do have to roll again. All right. Well, one misses. I might
Ready
not
to
take him
feel
down then.
inadequate compared to my massive numbers.
This is. Let's be clear. This is this is not my strong jutsu. Thank you very much.
Non-lethal.
She also didn't use her entire chakra pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, insane. You think this is gonna end here, but yeah.
But yeah,
Could have. I
I
could have rolled much higher.
do that. I get
Relatively
my,
mediocre rolls on that second D10.
Ninjutsu damage mod, so I get +6. I think this is it, and he will gain. Oh no, that's if he's already ready burn. He does not. Just kidding. Okay, so I just roll this. Nice. Okay, so I non-lethally with this fire spear, at least drop him to 0. I guess we'll see what happens. But I kind of swipe across his chest, and we'll even say for flavor text, kind of hitting his leg, trying to knock him on the ground unconscious.
Yeah, he is crippled to the ground by this flurry of attacks and goes down before being able to do something.
He was so
Bro.
cool, bro. God damn it.
Ichiro kind of. Ichiro will walk over here, point towards Bara. I think he might bleed out. If you guys want to question him, you better hurry. And he is going to
Dang it.
seat in this chair.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
what does Bara do right now?
Bara gets up and goes over to Yano.
I say
no.
I would try to medicine check. If Bara's also gonna do it, then I'll just help her. But
Yeah, I'll medicine check
okay.
if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll say with Tayo helping and knowing that
I can
she did the
singe
last
the
attack,
wounds. I can
was
singe the
gonna say,
wounds with my fire.
knowing that she did the last attack that actually made him unconscious and held back a bit, I'll say that you get advantage.
Okay.
See that he's stable. Ichiro look towards Tayo. You got
Oh my
3
God.
minutes.
Fuck this, dude.
That's so funny.
It's. I don't.
Oh, you're mad you rolled high. That's so
Okay,
funny.
with my nat 20, can I make his wounds look worse than they were before? Like,
I'll say with a nat 20 medicine check, you can do whatever you want to.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you could get
you
things
could-
by me as well. Like,
I was
I'll-
like, everybody trusts you in medicine.
Yeah,
so
I'll give it to
whatever
you
your
character-wise.
story wants to be,
Yeah.
it can be that.
if you do something to kill this guy right now, I'll tell you Tayo won't question you. With a nat 20, I will like believe whatever you tell me right now. Like medicine
Ichiro
wise.
might question you because he sent you over there to save them. And
Yeah,
he knows
You
you're
also
really
hit
good
him.
at what you do.
You hit him extremely.
Yeah,
hard with the
you were
sword,
trying
though.
to lethal him.
No, you were trying to kill him. No, he would not question that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the nat 20, he makes a story.
Like, I think
I know what I have to do. I do save him. What I would like to do is try to emphasize. Here's what I try to do. I try to make the wounds from Ichiro's sword larger and more like worse than Ichiro. Like Ichiro would recognize them as being worse than he probably thinks. I want him to like question his reality a little bit. That's what I'm going for here.
interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Like basically, I want him to think, oh, maybe like I was so mad that that I did more damage than even I intended to at that point.
Okay.
Okay.
I quite like that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, his wounds from Tayo's attack look relatively small in compared to this giant cache he has on his side. Yeah, I mean,
So
the bleeding has stopped, but it looks pretty bad.
right. I just look up and I'm like, so Bara, what's he looking like? Is he stable?
Oh, he's fine, but boy, Ichiro really he really did a number on him. I'm glad I got here in time.
I kind of look over my shoulder at Ichiro, a little annoyed. I'm like, we were supposed to question him.
Question him now. Wake him up. I'll give you guys a minute, and he will.
Ichiro
Proving
can
beyond
roll.
this wall.
Ichiro can roll a perception with disadvantage.
Oh, to like see these wounds.
Yeah.
Rolls like 1 or 2.
An 11.
I don't think it beats a nat 20.
So
She was trying to make it look worse, so I think he thinks he did a lot more damage. But that's just me.
yeah. So and the disadvantage obviously comes from her trying to make it look worse. I'll say that you definitely have a good knowledge, and also he's rolling perception because he's used his sword forever, so he knows his tricks with it. Yeah, he what's it called? He definitely is starting to think that he probably hit him harder than he thought. Yeah.
And then that changes something. As he walks away, he does the little like tisk with his mouth. A couple more inches, and he would have been dead. And now is brooding on the wall.
Okay.
What's the? Oh no, I forgot the name of it. Never mind. I'll get there. I can't make the joke. It's been too long now. I go ahead and I kind of grab Yano and drag him over to the couch to set him down.
Feel free to.
Just kind of boop. Just drag him on over there, set him down. As I stop and I just kind of plop down. Kind of like just like hands together, just thinking. I'm like, so again, I just want to be clear to everybody. I'm okay with killing the guy. He is a liar and a cheat. But we do need to get some info first. I suppose that also happened. But we do need to get some info so we can rescue this girl. Because it seems like that's what you care about, Ichiro. And so, we should rescue the girl, right? I was going to say innocent. That would have been metagaming. We rescue this girl. And I look over. Okay. No, that wouldn't work. It wouldn't do anything. I guess I just kind of look at the other two and I'm like, so, do we just want to tie him up and wait, or what are we thinking?
I think you're wrong about that, Tayo.
Wrong about what?
Bara gets up and points at Ichiro and says, I don't think he really cares about the girl that much. I think he just wants to get vengeance or justice or whatever it is in his head.
Ooh.
I turn and look at Ichiro.
I'm going to punch the side of the wall incredibly hard.
See, he can't hold back his anger. It's too much.
Didn't want to hold back my anger, he would be in 2.
I think that's what you tried, but he was a little tougher maybe than you thought.
Want me to try again? He's raising his sword up.
I stand up looking at the two of them because I have never been the mediator of the group. And I'm like, okay, everybody, let's chill out. Let's be a team, okay? We've had our moments, right? And we're not super loving yet, but we can work our way there. Let's all sit down, talk a little bit. I can warm you up, I can make us feel all nice, and then let's just chat.
Where's the girl, Ichiro?
Now. You have exactly a minute to do whatever you want, and then he is cleaving Yano in half.
Tayo believes these words. And stands up and runs over and kind of gets behind Yano, not knowing how this is going to work. And I look at Bara and I'm just like, okay, can you at least just like, wake him up? We'll tie him up real quick. And we'll be good to go. And I want to go ahead and kind of like basically grapple Yano here. Kind of just having him engulfed, especially with my right hand on him. Just ready for Bara to wake him up.
All right. Bara will wake him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll for that. He will go ahead and be startled by everything that is going on and how he didn't get any reaction at all whatsoever to this oncoming attack. He's groggy's not the word, but it's kind of, he's very disoriented right now.
As he comes to, is there more?
No. He's just not sure what the hell is going on.
Okay, yeah. As he comes to, I place my chained arm on him, and I try to kind of like get his attention. I'm like, look, man, that guy that just absolutely messed you up is gonna do it again if you don't answer us real quick. Where's the girl?
15 seconds.
Jesus Christ. Who are you guys?
It's not important right now. You are going to die if you don't tell us where the girl is.
10 seconds.
You guys are going to be in so much trouble. You do not know who I work for.
It doesn't matter right now. Is she at the spider's den? That's my first.
How do you know about
5
that?
seconds.
It doesn't matter. Answer the question or he will kill you. And I try to tighten my grip. Do I have the ability to heat my chains up, by the way? Like, is that something I can do?
You can tighten them. I'll say you can tighten them. I won't say you can heat them up, though.
Okay, I try to place my arm, and I'm trying to tighten my grip on him, and I'm trying to get them to activate on him right now is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And so as I'm doing that, I'm just like, okay, is she at the spider's den? It doesn't matter how I know that.
I mean, if you know about it, then you must know. What are you getting me for? Why do you do this to me? I feel like you already know.
Well, we just found a letter. Have you stolen anyone else?
No, I haven't. Only the girl. Jesus Christ, she's at the spider's den.
Okay, that's all I needed. And I go ahead and just punch him. Kind of annoyed that my chains didn't.
What's your
activate?
Hold on, before you punch, what's your strength modifier?
Oh, really good. It's a -1.
It's a negative. Okay, then roll.
That's fair. That's fair.
There's a possibility you do 0.
Am I rolling to hit? What am I doing?
No, you're just hitting.
Okay.
So it would just be like a punch. So I guess it would just be like 1 damage then.
I was like, yeah, that would. I think unarmed's like a D4.
Yeah. So it would just knock him out regardless.
I'm swinging to kill him and probably missed because that was a terrible roll.
I'll say as a conscious you get advantage because that makes sense.
Nice.
I like the idea of Yano fell as I punched him, and he avoided the sword by falling after I punched him.
That is what happens.
Let's go!
So that is meant to be an 8. I don't know why I pressed 5.
Yeah, even with an 8, it'll be a 13. I'll say you probably, since you used most of your, how do you get? Jesus, how do you get back to 24th chakra? You monster.
I deleted my token on accident and then made him reappear. So
okay.
that's why I fixed that.
Yeah, you're 422, I think. Yeah, 22, no 4. Yeah, using a lot of your strength, in the initial attack, this swing now kind of, you managed kind of to turn it, so it kind of just bonks him with the flat end of your sword.
He's just a big bruise.
As he's falling. He's just, I mean, yeah, you hit him and fucked him up, but yeah, there was no really lethality.
As you swing, I look up towards you. I just go, okay. I am okay with you killing him, but let's make sure we don't need any other info now. And I look.
He kneels down, is going to pull out his short sword Tonto. All right.
Bara, is there anything else we need?
Well, we don't really know where the spider's den is, do we?
No.
Explicitly no.
I never told you that I knew.
Yeah.
Bara does know, but we don't know that.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, so I look at Ichiro and I'm like, okay. What if we try one more time? And you know what? Hey, even better, we could torture him. Which is even better than killing, right?
Bara, roll a perception while this conversation's going on.
Okay.
His blade to the guy's throat currently.
Ichiro, my boy. And I lean over. I'm like, as much as I love seeing a dark side of you, because now I feel like we can connect maybe, I need you to work with me here.
Don't think we'll ever connect if your biggest issue is that this guy cheats.
Bara hears, and only to her, someone draw 2 lines, because that's really funny.
Yeah, I've seen those, and I don't know why that's been there.
That's funny. It'll stay there forever now. Bara doesn't hear footsteps, but hears kind of like a whoosh sound coming up the stairs.
Great.
Like something moving through the air.
Yeah. Bara will sort of like subtly try to like step to the side and like away from the door.
Do you do this weirdly?
With the 26, is it moving like really, really fast?
It is moving at, I mean, just an average, like mediocre ass pace. It is not zooming and it is not going slow. It is just like a normal
Just
pace,
trotting
like
along.
walking speed.
Going
Okay.
back to our conversation,
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
I don't mean to be rude. I'm sorry. But going back to our conversation,
Yeah,
you
you're good.
better convince him real quickly not to slit this guy's throat.
I mean, I don't got much else to do, bro. Um, listen, Ichiro, if you want to kill him, you can. I'm just saying we could learn a little more. But if that's not your vibe, it's not your vibe. There it is.
I get this at an advantage, right?
Yeah, but right as you swing on, I guess we'll do the first attempt. You, the doors kind of blast open. And I meant to do this like as as you were gonna swing again, but you just rolled, so my bad. Yeah, the doors kind of blast open, and you see, cool.
Runa.
And you actually don't hear her, Bara, but Midori was also there. You can, with the 26, you can assume that she was just on Runa. To which she is not necessarily upset, seeing like Ichiro about to swing. Runa at blitz pace grabs your sword right as you're about to kind of cleave down, and goes, "Listen, you can do what you want. No killing in the casino. You can literally go to the front door. I don't care about him. Do not share
This a
blood. Do you know how
window?
hard? But it is a window. Do you know how hard it is to get blood off of sofas and rugs? You monster."
I tried to tell him Midori. I'm like, the usual suck up. I tried to tell him Miss Midori. He just wouldn't listen.
Am I no longer being held back? He would have like stopped trying to advance.
Sure.
He's going to grab him and chuck him out the window.